Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Emanuela Afolabi. How are y'all doing? We are in 2021. I mean, I don't know if everyone's celebrating, but we're gonna get into this 2021. This year is gonna be a great year. I've said it. God has heard me, the universe has heard me, the devil has heard me. Watch and see. So without no further ado, let's get straight into it. Truly, where do we begin this matter? As you guys know, like, I've been redecorating my entire living room. When I said I did a whole 180, and I just felt like, I know I've said this before, but I just wanted to take another little break to talk about sickle. It's not everyday sickness, death, die, pain, fall down, stand up, hospital, get out, all that stuff. You know, sometimes let's, guys, please, why did I enter hospital on New Year's Day? What kind New Year's entrance is that? Do you know what? I couldn't even talk. I was just speechless as to how everything unfolded. That's what happened. Like the title says, I ended up in hospital on New Year's Day. So let me give you back end and then we'll do the front end of the story. So leading up to Christmas, I was jolly come, jolly go, saying that, whoa, 2020, you and Corona, God punish you. So let's leave you in 2020. Let's enter 2021 with a fresh start. Maybe, me and life start again. We'll start this, our friendship and this working together. So I was kind of excited. I was doing up my house. I was posting videos. I was, getting excited. I was like, okay, do you know what? We've got this. We're gonna be fine. Now bear in mind, I have had sickle pains. I've had home crisis, so that's when you can manage the crisis at home, but I have not had a hospital admission in a year and a half. So I was like, God has been faithful. Things have happened. 2020, I've not died, I've not gone into hospital, I didn't catch corona and all this stuff. So as I said, I was just really reflecting on 2020 in December and just starting to plan for 2021. That's how Christmas Day I was getting into the spirit. As we all know, Uncle Boris said we cannot go out again, that we must do Christmas and eat our turkey in our household. So Christmas wasn't really all that. Obviously with everything that's going on, I did get to do virtual Merry Christmas with all my friends and family. I did get to see my family, to be fair. They're part of my support bubble, you get. So I didn't break any rules, please. I didn't break rules. They're part of my social bubble. Bear in mind, I'm a shielder. I'm part of the vulnerable list. So that's how now Boxing Day, I was feeling one pain. I said, devil, I rebuke you. I said, devil, I rebuke you. What was that pain? I was feeling this pain in my back, in my legs. My whole body was just doing vim, 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 vim. I said, this must be a joke. That's how days was unfolding. My pain was manifesting and manifesting and manifesting. It got so bad, truly, all jokes aside, my world was being rocked, and it got to the point where I couldn't do it. But I was trying to fight it. Anybody who has sickle, and I know you guys will understand, you always stretch it. You always do one more day, I'll be alright. Tomorrow the pain's gonna go down. Tomorrow the pain will go from 10 out of 10 to 7 out of 10. Or tomorrow it'll go down to 6.5. It'll go down, it'll go down, it'll go down. Every sickler does it. Please get in the comments and say I do that, so that it will not be that I'm lying or I'm a bad patient. I'm telling you, we all do it. Nobody willingly says, take me, carry me, go hospital. No one does that. Do you know what I mean? So you fight. So that's how I was like, I'm not gonna enter like this. So I was fighting. New Year's Eve, it was just know that every painkiller that I have, so bear in mind, I have a lot of drugs. I call myself a pharmacist because the type of drugs I have, serious, yeah. So I took everything. I was taking morphine, I was taking dihydrocodeine, I was taking fentanyl. I have fentanyl patches. I put on my fentanyl patch. I was taking pregabalin. I was taking everything that I know to take. I took. It didn't work. By the 31st, my mom was like, please, this is not how it's gonna end for you. Let's go to the hospital. So again, I was still fighting. I still knew. I wanna be alright. That's how by 3 a.m. between 3 and 2 a.m. I just said, it's okay. Crisis, you have won. No wahala. We're gonna go. I just said mom because it was so bad. My mom, I couldn't take myself to walk. No, I was done. I was done. I was not brushing my teeth again. I was not bathing again. I was in the gutter, literally. So as I said, I woke up. Well, again, I'm not sleeping. When you're in that much pain, you're not sleeping. So bear in mind, from Boxing Day till the 1st, I've not fully slept because the pain is just keeping me up all night. So my mom calls the ambulance, and the way I just snatched the phone, because they were still doing COVID this, is she breathing, is she here, they were still asking her all these questions, and my mom was just like I just said, give me the phone. With the little energy I had, I spoke to the 999 people and was like, crisis, sickle cell, please, crisis, please. I could barely talk. I was screaming. God. So anyways, now the ambulance come. My usual protocol is gas and air. If you're a sickler, you know what that stuff is. If you've had a baby before, you know what that stuff is. That gas and air, beautiful. I was just puffing. I was even still doing, okay, maybe the gas and air will help. Just puff. Emma, you could do it. You could do it. Puff. It's gonna take the pain away. It didn't do jack. Like, it just said, just don't waste your time. And the ambulance, it was 2 women. The 2 women had to, one was carrying one arm, one leg up here, my mom over here, just carrying me like one. It was, oh God, I've suffered. I was just being whisked away like you're packing a sack of yam or rice and just thrown in the back of the boot. That's how they carry me go to East Surrey Hospital. Bear in mind, I'm scared. We are in the middle of a pandemic, aka as we call it. We're in the middle of a panorama. I don't want to go hospital. I'm scared. I'm thinking these people are not going to be minding me. They're not going to take me seriously. All they want to know is, do you have koru? If you don't have koru, throw that patient there. So I'm just like, truly, I've not been in this situation. Obviously, this is strange times for everybody who has an underlying medical condition or for some reason or the other finds themselves in hospital. So I'm shook because of how much pain I was in and how severe. When I was sweating, like I must have had like a serious fever. The way I was sweating when they took me off the bed, the pain was so bad I was in like a, you know, zigzag. By the time they got me up and threw me on the bed, there was a whole patch in a Z of sweat. The ambulance lady was like, oh my, let's take her temperature. Oh gosh, like then they started like panicking. It was like that much. So again, because of all of these things that was happening, they allowed my mum to come with me. As we all know, no one's allowed to be with a patient, but you know, I'm young. I was screaming my head off, and they said, yeah, for you we're gonna make an exception. I said good. So there now, anybody who has difficult veins also understands the struggle. They're poking me here, they're poking me there, they did in my arms. I'm telling them, don't do this thing here, it doesn't work. They're not minding me. They're doing their wiser than the wisest. Is it your body or is it my body? Don't tell me where that there's a vein in my hand when I know my hand. Remove. We're not going to even get into that. But they had to get the ultrasound. They were scanning. They tried like maybe 6 times, or about on the 7th time they finally got a vein. Instantly. 10 milligrams of morphine. Boom. Already they're just knocking me out because I was talking the nonsense. Like, that's how, you know, it was. And bear in mind, I've not had a hospital admission in a while, so in a way I put everything behind me, like, you know, old things have passed away, behold, we are doing a new thing. No more hospital admissions. And I just want to say, I do thank God for just knowing that it is possible. I've gone from having hospital admissions every 4 months max, between sometimes, like, I can go in twice in 1 month. I could go in, do 10 days, come out for 2 days, be back in for another 5 days, then 2 months later be back in. So when I say I have a hospital admission every 4 months, I mean at the maximum, and then the minimum is like 2 admissions in 1 month, like, just so you can understand what my usual pattern used to be. Now I've gone a whole 1.5 years without having 1 hospital admission. Yes, I do have pains at home. Sometimes, you know, I can't do the things I want to do. I have to rest, I have to take it easy. Sometimes I'm, you know, stuck in bed because I'm like dealing with it at home and taking painkillers to get better. But it doesn't obviously compare to being in hospital and you've got oxygen on your nose, you've got this, you've got that, you've got, like, you're just like a, I don't even know what to call myself. I'm just like a guinea pig. So yeah, sorry, just side note, like, I am still grateful that I've gone such a long time without having to go into hospital. So obviously I'm now still in A&E, trying to get my bearings, trying to understand what is it that I need, what don't I need, what are they doing to me. And then I remembered I have a protocol. So again, gas and air is part of my protocol. So I have, luckily, an email from my consultant. So I literally just opened up my phone, because the nurses, you know, the nurses change every day, so you're not going to see the same nurse. And plus, it's been 1.5 years roughly, so those nurses I used to see are not the same nurses. Plus COVID, everything's changed. So I just whip out my phone. Bear in mind, I'm still on the gas and they're like just give them my phone and they just read through it. Okay, she needs this, she needs that, don't give her that, I'm allergic to this, and da 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 da. So they give me 10 milligrams of morphine. When I say it didn't even scratch my pain, I was still off my head in screaming. Then they were like, you know, it's not working, they're running around, da, da, da. And I'm like, I need so much, like, scream. Like, I can't even imitate it, because truly it's quite an experience. Later on I did think about filming it, but obviously because everything happened, I didn't bring my camera. I do have a few pictures. I don't know, am I gonna post these pictures? I don't know, I will see. I might insert a picture here just so you can see, like, how done out here I was. I was there with oxygen on my nose, drugged up. Do you know what? I'll give you a picture. I'll insert a picture for you guys to see how it was when I was in hospital. But yeah, so when they realized that the 10 milligrams wasn't doing anything, they gave me another 5 milligrams. Then they will come back and check, like, every hour or so or 2, just to see how I'm getting on. That 5 still wasn't working. Then they came back again and gave me another 10. Now usually they don't give such a high dose in A&E. They'll put you straight onto a PCA. A PCA, I'm gonna put what it stands for, because I don't actually remember what it stands for. But a PCA essentially is like a little machine on a trolley, and it's a massive syringe of morphine. And when you press it, it will give you a dose of morphine. Depending on each patient, it varies. Some people it's every hour you can press it. Some people every like 15 minutes. Some people every this, every that. But for me, my own is every 5 minutes, because nothing compares to sickle cell pain. Like, it's just truly out of this world. So they usually don't give such a high dose, but because I was so unstable and they just realized that this girl is not like nothing, like they just couldn't calm the pain down. So they've given me 20 milligrams of morphine now. Bear in mind, I'm still, you know, like having to use the gas in there because it was so bad, guys. Like, I'm not exaggerating. And I was just in that hospital thinking, God, what a way to enter 2021. I mean, I was trying to process. I was sad, I was angry, I was annoyed, I was stressed. I was like, what did I do? Bear in mind, I haven't left my house. Everybody is still like, we're still in lockdown. So I'm in the UK, as you guys know. UK, we're still in the lockdown. So I've not stressed myself. I've not done anything. Even all the redecorating that I'm doing in my home couldn't have caused the amount, like couldn't have caused everything. So yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna fast forward this. Sorry, this story is getting a bit long. It's been a while, so I'm trying to like, yeah. So I was in A&E for about 10 hours. 10 hours. Bear in mind, they're trying to find a bed. The hospital is at capacity as well. There was nowhere to put me. And then also, they weren't able to control my pain. Doctors, I needed to see the doctor. They set me up on fluids. So I was on fluids. I was on oxygen. I was on, and then morphine. So yeah, so eventually everything was sorted. They had a bed for me, and then I now am moved. My mum obviously leaves. Bless my mum. Mum, I love you so much for being there for me at that time. Yeah, it was truly, yeah, a lot. So I'm now, bear in mind, I should be in the hematology ward. They've thrown me to the like stomach, what's it called, the gastro. They put me on the gastro ward when I should be in hematology wards, like the blood, you know, wards, because it was full, basically. So that's why I wasn't able to be at the right place. And God bless them, to be fair. The doctors there did their best. They looked after me. They obviously kept checking on me. Everything I needed, they gave me. My PCA was set exactly how I want it, because, like, you know, I'm at a certain dose, but they upped it for me because, again, they weren't able to control my pain. And it was just really tough, to be honest with you. I wasn't thrown into, you know how they say a different ward for like COVID and stuff like that. I wasn't on a ward of any COVID patients. I was with people with gastro, this thing. But yeah, the nurses were amazing. I can't even lie. Like, I usually have terrible experiences. I think I'll start sharing more of my story of my admissions. I've had a doctor collapse in front of me and then fall back yakata on the floor. I've had them do the wrong thing, put in lines where they shouldn't put lines, and I had leg ulcers. I've had situations where they've left me for like 23 hours in pain, as in left me in pain to the point where my body started to shut down. I have so many stories of admissions, but this one, I think God just said, you know what, because this is where you have found yourself, I'm going to look after you. I'm going to make sure that they give you special treatment, because, as I said, they really like did well. I can't, like, there's not much I can say they did wrong. Just a few little minor things, like not changing my PCA in time and leaving me for a couple of hours, but nothing too major. Like, 10 hours, 5 hours and all that jazz. So that's how God will have it too. God said you must be in the hospital. So I came out on the 12th of January. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit long, but like I just have to share with you. And as I said, like I've kind of been not really sitting down and talking, so you guys are going to get more of that definitely. But before I do another sit down, bear in mind I have finished my living room, but I haven't put the content out just because I was sick. Then like, you know, stuff was happening with like getting my work edited. It was a holiday, Christmas, then New Year, so many stuff was going on, so things weren't able to get done when I wanted it to get done. So after this video I'm going to be putting out more content, just showing my living room being done up, and then once that's all been put out, I'm going to come back and I'm going to sit down, I'm going to talk to you guys. Please get in the comments and let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions as to my admission, if there's anything I've left out and you just want to know, just get in there, let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to hear more of. Do you want to hear more of like stories of my crazy admissions? Do you want me to talk more about relationships? Do you want me to talk more about faith? What do you want? You know, I also want to include you guys in just for my content, like how my channel is gonna go. I would love to know what you want to see more of, just so I can include it, not just what I have to offer, but also include what you guys want me to talk about next. So please guys, stay safe. Finally, before I go, again, I'm gonna keep shamelessly plugging myself. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share this video, post it, you know, put it on your WhatsApp status, put it on the Instagram, put it on the Twitter, wherever you Facebook. Everybody's back on Facebook now. Just please help like share my videos. I just want to gain more subscribers. Again, I've not forgotten, I want 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to keep talking about it till it happens. So till I get my 1,000 subscribers, y'all gonna have to hear this every video. But this is the end. So guys, I shall see you very soon. Please stay safe and take care.